too much meat. You know, there will be, people will be feasting, enjoying. There will be traditional beer. It's a celebration. You know, they are basically enjoying and celebrating that the king is already on the throne. So it's not only about the serious, significant or aspect of it whereby the king enters the kraal, but it's also about a celebration. And in the Zulu culture and tradition, whatever you do, there has to be. That is what is happening now. Amabutho will be eating meat and they will be having their traditional beer, and then they will just be enjoying what is happening here at KwaKhangelamankengane Royal Palace. So it's a very significant day, and also it's history if you look at it this way. This has not happened in 50 years since King Zwelithini was on the throne for the longest time. He was the longest serving AmaZulu king on the throne for almost 50 years on the throne. Relative stability and peace within AmaZulu Royal family and the nation. It was bound to happen that following his demise, you were going to have some tension and dispute. It's not new in the Zulu Royal family. Even previous kings, they've had to fight for the throne. You don't take it easy just like that. For you to ascend to the throne, there has to be some sort of dispute. It has happened in the past, and it's been very brutal, and that's why members of AmaZulu Royal family will tell you that they believe that at the end of the day, this will come to pass. There will be peace and stability and unity within the AmaZulu Royal family. So today we expect to see thousands of amabutho, the maidens and abo mama. Those are the components that make up a nation. It's not only about amabutho and the king. Remember, inkosi ngabantu, and the people, the subjects of the king. It's not only men. In the Zulu culture and tradition, women are the most important component of the society and the nation, because in Zalabantu they are the ones who give life, and also the maidens is in Tombi, the flowers of the nation. Those are the future in Zalabantu. So you will see on the other side that there will be the maidens is in Tombi, there will be Mama, and there will be Amabutho. All of them will be coming to pledge allegiance to their king, and they will be giving their king well wishes to say, we wish you long healthy life, we wish you wisdom, we wish you strength, lead the Zulu nation to greater heights.
Siphamandla, as you're speaking about how this is not new within the Zulu traditional custom of the ascension of the throne being quite a contentious one. King Goodwill Zwelithini, during his process of ascending the throne at one stage, was also in exile. If now that he is going through now the entering of the kraal, ukungena esibayeni process in itself, does that mean that upon ascension the contentiousness ends? Does that mean there will no longer be any form of dispute in terms of his ascension to the throne, and automatically that just now means absolute peace? Or can we expect that even whilst he's gone through this process, that you will still find family members or certain pockets saying, you know what, he's not the rightful king, and still then attempt to dethrone him?
Expect it to intensify for a couple of months, all the way to the Constitutional Court. It's not going to dry down now. It will take some time for it to die down. However, let me tell you that even the late king of AmaZulu, King Goodwill Zwelithini, was on the throne for almost 50 years. And there are some members of the royal family who never really accepted him. He served that throne. He ruled the nation for 50 years, with some people saying he was not the rightful heir to the throne. So it happens within or in the Zulu culture, or rather should I say in the Zulu royal family. It's not something new. If you look at it historically, you will learn that even previous kings who were serving on the throne, it took them some time to be able to rule while this noise and dispute was existing, but they were able to navigate around it or through it. The question for King Misuzulu is, after this, what is he going to do to ensure that while he rules his father's nation, he is maintaining peace, stability and unity within AmaZulu royal family as a nation? Remember, the royal family is supposed to be clean, supposed to be pure, supposed to enjoy peace and stability and unity for the sake of the nation. If AmaZulu royal family are divided, the nation will be divided. So it's not going to end today. The dispute will take some time, and expect that legal battles will intensify probably all the way to the Constitutional Court. Already yesterday, the Supreme Court of Appeal granted application for leave to appeal to the first queen of the late king, and that is Queen Sibongile uMadlamini of KwaKhangelamankengane. But that application for leave to appeal that has been granted has got nothing to do with the throne. Basically, the first queen wanted the Pietermaritzburg High Court to deal with and clarify the issue of her marriage to the late king of AmaZulu, that is King Goodwill Zwelithini Zulu. As you see more and more of amabutho and dignitaries that are arriving here, KwaKhangelamankengane. So the issue of that application for leave to appeal that was granted yesterday to Queen Sibongile, excuse me, it only deals with what she initially wanted, that the courts must determine the legal status of her marriage to the late king. Initially, she was arguing that as the first wife, she should inherit 50% of the late king's estate if and when they come to execute the king's estate to be done, and that's what she wanted. So basically, that's what the first queen wanted, and that application for leave to appeal that has been granted deals with that aspect only. It does not deal with the issue of the throne, because as we speak, the first queen never said that she's challenging for the throne, and her two daughters who are challenging the late king's will never said they were challenging the throne. However, there have been recent attempts to try and basically stop this ceremony that is happening here, KwaKhangelamankengane Royal Palace. So the dispute will continue. The king will have to rule his father's nation with that continuing, hoping that at some point sanity will prevail and this noise and the dispute that is going on will come to pass.
Just before we let you go, of course, because this is only but the curtain raiser to the rolling coverage we'll be bringing out at KwaKhangelamankengane Royal Palace. I just want to ask, because I saw in the distance a police van that is there. Now, with everything that has happened, especially in the last 2 weekends, last weekend and this weekend, involving Princess Magate, what's the security like? What can we expect in terms of security? We've got thousands of people that are coming there, and we've got some high-profile delegates that are going to be there from even beyond the SADC region, I would imagine, are going to be coming down to celebrate Isilo. What can we expect in terms of security?
Komane will pen and show you the security. Or in the background, as you see that there is heavy police presence and deployment. It's not surprising. I'll tell you why. The main reason is to ensure safety of all those who are attending here. We will pen also and show you in front of us here with Joe Komane. You see the setup of the security and the police here. I've covered royal ceremonies. This is one of the heavy security deployments I've seen. It's not surprising, simply because thousands of people are expected here. Members of the royal family earlier on said they were expecting about 7,000 people. You can tell that in terms of security, everyone who's here needs to feel safe. Not taking away the fact that there is a royal dispute regarding the throne. Tension is high. All of that is taken into consideration during this deployment of police.
Mfoka Goge, we will definitely be coming to you in about 8 minutes' time to continue this coverage of an amazing ceremony, an amazing, beautiful ceremony. Just listening to amabutho lapho, of course, just making their way as well. They are at KwaKhangelamankengane Royal Palace, Wanongoma, so we'll definitely be back to Mfoka Goge just to get these visuals and to hear more narration from him, of course, of what exactly it is we can expect throughout the course of the day. As he had mentioned that Isilo had been in the kraal, of course, there are processes that he's been going through as he, of course, takes himself closer to, of course, AmaZulu Akoteme out in that kraal. So it's a long process, it's a beautiful process, and it's a process that is going to be witnessed not only by the entire world, but there at the Royal Palace by some 7,000 people.